Free to ask questions if you need to ask. Everyone say hello. 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 There we go. First off, I want to thank y'all for giving me an opportunity to speak with y'all today. Take time out of your busy day, your busy work day, to give me an opportunity to tell you a story about something that happened in my life. The story that I'm going to tell you is a tragic story, really. And I know all of us has probably experienced some type of tragedy in our lives. Maybe a death, maybe a near-death experience. Maybe we all went through a near-death experience ourselves. Who knows? But the story I'm going to tell you today is a story about my sibling, the only sibling that I have, my sister, my younger sister. She is 7 years younger than I am. She lived in Georgia, and when I moved to here, she started experiencing like some severe back pains. And as the back pains as the pain increased and increased, she started having migraines. And with these migraines, she started taking some over-the-counter medications to help relieve the migraines. And so with that, she kept taking the over-the-counter medications and taking the over-the-counter medications. And one night she was sitting on my couch and she started like kind of struggling to breathe, and she kept struggling to breathe. And I said, well, maybe you should go lay down a little bit and maybe it'll get better. So she laid down for an hour or so. She got back up, and her breathing got even more labored. She was like gasping for air. And so she sat down on the couch, and I started on my sofa, and I started watching her a little more. And she would kind of go in and out of consciousness. And so at that point, I got scared. And so I took her to the emergency room. And when we got to the emergency room, we got to the counter, and she coughed. And in her cough, blood came out. And so the emergency room attendant immediately took her to the back. And when she got to the back, she went unconscious, and they had to perform CPR on her. And when they started performing CPR on her, she would not respond to it. So they had to intubate her. They put her on a ventilator to help her breathe because she couldn't breathe on her own. And as the surgeon came out and talked to us and told us this, he said that if I did not get her there within the next 10 minutes of when I did, she would have died. She survived this, but if I didn't get her there then, she would have died. And the over-the-counter medication that she was taking to help with the migraines was this medication here, BC powders. I even take these myself, but she was taking them so often to help with the back pain and to help with the migraines. She was taking way beyond the recommended dosage for it. But that's not what contributed to what was going on with her. With this, she also likes energy drinks. A lot of people drink the energy drinks. I, for one, don't like them. I can't stand them. But a lot of people drink them. But what we did not know is when you take a BC powder and you drink an energy drink, the combination of them over a certain period of time will turn into an acid in your blood. And so this was building up in her blood, and it started shutting her organs down. All of her organs, her liver, kidneys, everything was shutting down, and her lungs were filling up with this fluid. And so we did not know this was happening to her. And so she was on life support for probably 2 weeks. And they were not expecting her to survive this. The only way the last alternative that they tried to do to help her recover from this, they put her on a dialysis machine to try to filter this acid out of her blood. And so they said, if this does not work, then we're going to have to make a decision on how long we're going to leave her on this life support machine. Because if it does not work, she will not recover from it. So they started the dialysis machine, started filtering her blood and cleaning her blood out. And to sit there and see your loved one on a ventilator and not able to breathe and their eyes taped shut and they're in a coma, that was a very tragic thing for them. So a long story short, with the ventilator and she's in a coma, it helped. and the dialysis machine filtered her blood and cleaned her blood out. And long story short, she did survive it. Her lungs were still scarred from it, but she did survive it. But the reason I chose to tell you about this story today is because a lot of people take this product. And I never knew that taking this product along with an energy drink or something like that could cause such, a tragic outcome for someone. But I almost lost her because of this. BC powders by themselves are not bad for you as long as you take them, like the recommended doses of it. They're not bad. So, but now she's well and she still stays with me. She doesn't work or anything because she was a veterinarian tech. And when her lungs got scarred, she could not be around the animals and around the fur anymore because it bothers her lungs. But I just wanted to share that story with you because you may know someone that takes these and drink energy drinks. So if you see someone doing that, please let them know that it could be tragic. So in conclusion, I just want to let you know, please be aware of some of the over-counter medications that you may be taking because they are life-threatening. And once again, I want to thank y'all for letting me tell and share my story with you, and I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you.